All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. And the elect against the 144,000. YAHAWAH, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah. BAHASHAM is in the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwa doctrine shares the Holy Spirit. On the brother I will with the GM at Chicago. Camp out here in Chicago. Come back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying to the hopeful righteous elect, the ones of the household of faith. Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying. Just really going in on the fact of this Juneteenth, this wicked holiday, that was given by the so-called white man to our people, just to give them the notion that they're free. Going back to 1865, was that the Emancipation Proclamation, where, ultimately, where so-called, the Negroes here in America thought they were free. But in actuality, basically, slavery expanded, ultimately everything started to get industrialized, Negroes were starting to be moved to the factories and things of that nature. And just to say also, a lot of you niggas, well, all of us have birth certificates, social security cards. So where are you free? You're still here in captivity. You're still under the hand of the so-called white man, just because he gave you a day called Juneteenth. You niggas is in the hoods, the ghettos. You're subject to payments, which I'm going to get into. But let's just get this lesson underway, man. This is the book of Baruch 3 and 8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power." Right, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. And how do we know that? We're being subject unto payments. This is a scripture I bring out a lot, and also we're being subject to these payments. Like I mentioned before, we have birth certificates, we have social security cards, just to basically let you know that we're under the hands of our enemies. We're still in slavery. You have a lot of Negroes, even to this day, a lot of our people was in the jail system. Esau is making big money off our people in the jail system and things like that, but niggas want to throw barbecues and celebrate and holler, happy Juneteenth, Now, this is what Esau Edom has done to our people. He has given our people the notion of being free. But we're not free at all, man. True freedom is going to come when YAHAWASHI comes back to deliver us. But let's continue. Bear with me for a second. Come on. Yeah, like I said, Esau Edom gives us the notion that we're free, man. Just because a nigga celebrate, through a barbecue, in the backyard and have a Juneteenth flag, he think he's free. But these the same niggas are going to turn around and celebrate July 4th. But it's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 43. It says, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low." That stranger is talking about the other nation, starting with Esau Edom. It says, "The stranger that is within thee shall come up, get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low." Because if you go into, verse 15, the curses or whatnot, we're under the curses. Because we transgress the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWASHI. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in. That's why we're under our enemies. It says, "And thou shalt come down very low." It says, "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." Right, meaning what? That we're in captivity, man. We have to go to our enemies for the one of all things. If you want to buy a house, if you're trying to, trying to ultimately get something, trying to establish a business, you have to go to Esau Edom for all those things. Just basically tells you that we're not free, It says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahawah, thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee." Right, going back to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. We're still under the, the footing of our enemies, because of our disobedience, and rightfully so, Bear with me for a second. Doing a little walk and talk as I'm, doing this lesson or whatnot. But Let's actually jump to verse 48. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28. And 40, 48, it says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Right, so once again, we have to go to our enemies for the one of all things, clothing. You know, we need go to the grocery stores. We have to go to Esau Edom. You know, we have to go to Esau Edom for the one of all things, meaning what? That we're what? Still in captivity. But niggas want to wave their flag around Juneteenth or whatever the case may be. You know, celebrating, because really niggas do it just to barbecue and kick it, man. You know, you can tell a nigga, you know, all day that he's not free, but hey, if it's a barbecue and some drinks involved, hey, I'm down. That's what niggas say, you know. But back to these precepts, because our people ultimately love the so-called white man. You know, Esau Edom, you know, strategically did this, man. Give a nigga a holiday, man, and what? That's how he ultimately subdued Jake. You know, since the so-called white man has given us a holiday, you know, it's all good now. You know, just the mindset of an average nigga, man. But this is the book of Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6, it says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast Salakia. Phone always do this. It's nothing but Satan, but hey, the lesson go continue. Let me actually do this. This information is going to come out. Let's do this. I'm going to get that Hosea 4 and 6 again. This is the book of Hosea. Hosea 4 and 6. It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Right? Our people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Our people don't ask questions. You know, our people, you know, basically go with the flow. Whatever Esau Edom tells them, they follow his suit. You know, but when it comes to, you know, starting with our elders and apostles on down, when it comes to, you know, teaching our people the truth, they reject it. You know, everything that Esau Edom gives our people, they, you know, they take it with open arms. You know, that's why ultimately why our people, you know, it's destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because ultimately they'd rather have Esau Edom tell them than what? Than the true prophets of YAHAWASHI. You know. But let's get to Isaiah 1 and 3. This is the book of Isaiah 1 and 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people does not consider. Right, they'd rather have Juneteenth, you know, than, you know, have, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWASHI. They'd rather be called an African American because, you know, black culture, you know, African American, you know, it's all tied to, you know, the different things that Esau, you know, gave our people those different proverbs and bywords, man. You know, they'd rather celebrate Juneteenth or be coined a so-called African American, a black man, you know, and things like that, than actually, you know what, you know, being what called an Israelite, you know, following the ways of YAHAWASHI, following the high holy days, because that's what ultimately what YAHAWASHI has given us. You know, it says, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider right. An average nigga don't want to know about the truth. But what? Everything that Esau Edom has given them, man, hey, they accept that with open arms. It says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. They are gone away backwards. Right? And our people has gone away backwards until this very day, man. You know, following the ways of the heathens, following Esau Edom. Hey, who gave you Juneteenth? Esau Edom, man. He gave you the notion that you're free. But what? We're not free. You know, like I said, going back to that Baruch 3 and 8, which I read earlier. You know, we're subject unto payments. We are yet this day in our captivity. But look, check this out. I'm gonna do it on the flip side. Because ultimately, freedom is coming for our people. Who's ultimately going to give us that freedom? Yahweh is going to send his son, YAHAWASHI, back to give us that freedom, man. This is the book of Jeremiah 16-14. I'm going to close out, or get ready to close out. Jeremiah 16-14, it says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Because what? That was the first captivity of the Israelites. You know, if you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, we're enslaved to the Egyptians. You know, all 12 tribes. Like, all 12 tribes are over enslaved here in America. You know? But ultimately, true freedom is coming. But let's continue on that. It says, verse 15, but Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again until their land that I gave unto their fathers. Right, that's ultimately what's going to happen, man. This is where true freedom is going to come. When YAHAWASHI comes to deliver the elect, because what? Ultimately, YAHAWASHI, you know, YAHAWASHI is coming back to deliver the elect out of the swords of America in various different places. And that's when true freedom is going to come. You know, when YAHAWASHI delivers us. You know, it's not going to come because the so-called white man gave you Juneteenth and he, you know, said that you're free. You know, as niggas love to call it Freedom Day. But these are the same niggas that are going to turn around and celebrate July 4th, which is Independence Day, you know? And niggas was enslaved, you know, in 1776, like we're slave even until this very day right now, man. Like I said, niggas are celebrating Juneteenth today, but they're going to go around and celebrate, July 4th when it comes up, man. It just shows the hypocrisy of our people. But ultimately, freedom is not going to come until YAHAWASHI delivers us. So with that being said, fuck Juneteenth, Shalom, and a Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala. YAHAWASHI, Shalom.